Hello guys, welcome back to Audit Empire, the home of the best police encounters on the internet. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Now, let's jump right into today's episode.
Get off of my property, please.
So
get off of my property. I don't care. She called you for some bullshit. You showed up in 5 seconds. Get off of my.
I'm just trying to get your side of
please get off of my property.
Alright, our first clip of the day here is quite intense. I'll tell you guys that much, right? Now you're going to see here, first off, the view of the man recording is yelling at these officers to get off his property. And it doesn't seem like the officers want to get off his property. And then he gives the camera to someone who's with him, and you find out that he is a disabled person. And he's very upset. Now, this whole situation, we don't actually know what's going on here, but you guys have a look first, and then we'll talk about it.
Get off of my property. I do not want to speak to you. You have no consent to be on my property. Get off now. Get off of my property. Get off of my property now. Get off of my property, please.
So
get off of my property. I don't care. She called you for some bullshit. You showed up in 5 seconds. Get off of my.
I'm just trying to get your side of
please get off of my property. I have no side. Get off my property, please. Get off my property.
All right.
Get off my property. Get off my property.
So she wanted
get
to
off my property
about how you
get off my property.
Damage to her fence.
Get off my property. So, you didn't see no damage. Get off my property.
Okay.
Get off my property.
Sir, will you talk to me?
Get off. I don't give a. Get the my property now.
They got a call.
Get off my property.
He's following up with
get off my property.
So you need to speak to
get off of him and her. Get off my property now.
Okay. You need to talk to
get off my property. Get off my property. I don't need to do. What part of my constitution say I have to tell you? Get the fuck off my property now. No. So you're not gonna get off my property.
The last
that's a no.
Hey, the last time we were here, we were super
exactly.
Nice. We were
exactly.
You know, everything was
stupid. Called you for some stupid.
Then tell me.
Listen.
Then tell me what the issue is.
Listen. Hold this camera for me. Let me explain something to you. 5 seconds. All right. I have no side. Get off my property. Okay. I have no side. Get off my property. I have no side, man. Get off my property now. And just to let you know, the body cam is showing that he refused to get off my property. Get off my property now. Now. Get off my property, dog.
He's falling up.
I don't get that. Get off my property.
What is the deal?
The deal is get off my property.
What's going on?
Get off my property. Get off my property. You all here now? Get off my property.
The best thing to do
get
right
off
now
my property. Get off my property.
All right.
Get off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property. You said no. Remember that. Get off my property. Get off my property. Get off my property. You ain't my. You want me to defend my property? You want me to defend it? You want me to defend my property? Get off my property, man.
All right.
Get off my property, man. Get off my property, man.
So
get off my property, man.
So she's showing damage.
Get off my property, man.
So
it took 3
Get out of my face. Get off my property, man. I want you to back. You want to see how it goes?
About a criminal damage that happened.
Damage?
This is what happens. Is we come over and get your side of the story, just like we went over and got her side of the story,
back
right?
Up. Did you see that?
What's that?
Can we reason?
He got to get off my husband like that.
So, this man clearly wants them to get off his property, right? But in terms of this whole situation, it seems like there was damage to the fence. The officers were here. I'm surprised there's 3 of them, by the way. The officers are here. They're trying to get this man's side of the story. And it feels like, or at least it heard like, they had been here before. They've talked to this guy before, and they were, quote unquote, very nice. And, you know, things probably went better than they did this time. I'm not sure what set this guy off that was initially recording, but he's clearly upset. And he clearly wants these officers off his property. But honestly, it would just be better for his case if he would just talk calmly to the officers. Maybe there was damage, maybe there wasn't, but this whole situation, this scenario, is not going to go in anyone's favor.
No, sir, I'm doing my job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right, in our next clip, we've got a man that gets arrested for a walking stick. Yeah, you heard that correctly, right? He gets stopped, he gets asked questions, and eventually he gets arrested for the walking stick that he had on his, basically, attached to his body, right? It initially looks like it's in his pocket, and maybe that's why the officer here kind of questioned him. But this man knows his rights. Let's have a look.
Hi there. What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's the navigational aids. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir.
here.
I was
You
investigating.
have reasonable.
Do you want me to
articulated
put you in
suspicion.
handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You don't
Have
have
you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm
Have a
doing my
good day.
job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
Don't you?
Sir, what's she stop you for? For a walking stick.
So
And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to
Really?
present it, okay?
Now she's asking me for ID.
Okay.
I don't need the ID unless
Okay.
there's reasonable articulated suspicion
And her
that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime,
And
or
her-
about to do a crime.
Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID.
Well, now
Okay?
she has verified that I am not armed.
Okay.
So there is no
you have
problem.
your ID or not?
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick 65427.
Yeah, 4427.
Preferably
Hotel.
your
All right, Mr. Hodges. Was that hard?
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number.
Okay.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
So as you saw, the man here, it was a walking stick. I don't know if the officers thought they were like nunchucks or, you know, some other type of weapon or exactly what she thought. But she obviously didn't like the way that the man responded to her when she initially, you know, confronted him. But still, it should have been really a situation where it's a walking stick. He shows the walking stick and like, that's it. You know, it really should have just ended there. I'm not sure why it turned into a whole ordeal. And, you know, you even see the caption that it's going to be a huge lawsuit. And maybe it ends up being that, right? But yeah, this is a pretty crazy situation to see.
You are. I mean, if you don't want somebody videotaping what you're doing, it seems like you're doing something wrong.
videotaping what we're doing, sir.
Right. I mean, if you don't like somebody videotaping, it seems like you guys are doing something wrong. Like maybe you got something to hide. You don't have anything to hide, do you?
Oh, I got plenty.
You got plenty.
Next clip here, we've got another situation of recording in a public area, and this time it's two officers. It's even a captain, by the way, that comes out, and they confront this man for recording. They're not happy about it. Well, unfortunately, they learn really quickly that, yeah, there's really nothing they can do. But have a look, guys.
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm good.
I'm
Hey.
Captain Mark Smith. Now,
Hey.
please.
I'm with Jeff Gray with Connect News Services,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gathering content for a story. I'm an investigative reporter and civil rights investigator.
And your purpose here is?
I'm a journalist, investigative journalist, civil rights investigator, gathering content for a story. Hey, please don't touch my car.
He's getting your tag number, sir.
Why is he getting my tag number?
Because we're curious of why you're here. You're suspicious.
No, I've told you, my name is Jeff. I'm an investigative reporter with Connect News Services.
Yes, I understand that.
I'm a civil rights investigator.
And you asked me why he was doing that. I was explaining that. And then
Yeah.
you wanted to cut me off.
Hey, look, I'm gonna make sure you know I don't consent to any searches or seizures of my property.
I'm not searching.
And don't touch my car.
I'm not searching anything.
You did. You searched the back of my vehicle.
No, sir, you got your tag number.
Right. And if you run my tag number without reasonable article suspicion that a
We
crime
have
is
reasonable
afoot,
suspicion, sir.
what is your reasonable suspicion?
You're here taking photographs of our police department.
Okay, is taking photographs illegal or something? Is it
No, it's suspicious.
a suspicious activity, a crime?
Yes. When you're out here, I'm going to come and see why you're
Right.
out here taking pictures of our police department.
The investigative story that I'm working on involves promoting officer safety. And it requires me to get photographs of law enforcement coming and going in their vehicles. So I'll be out here long enough to get that, and then I'll be on my way. I'm sorry, what was your name again? You're the
Mark Smith.
Are you the chief? Or?
No, I'm the captain.
Captain. Okay, thank you.
Captain Mark Smith.
Captain Mark.
Field Services Captain, sir.
All right, my name is Jeff. I mean, you guys aren't doing anything wrong, are you?
Who, us?
Yeah, you're acting kind of suspicious.
Oh, I'm acting suspicious.
You are. I mean, if you don't want somebody videotaping what you're doing, it seems like
You've
you're
been
doing something wrong.
videotaping what we're doing, sir.
Right.
All right.
I mean, if you don't like somebody videotaping, it seems like you guys are doing something wrong. Like maybe you got something to hide. You don't have anything to hide, do you?
Oh, I got plenty.
You got plenty to hide?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's why you don't like somebody videotaping what you're doing.
We don't.
No?
We don't. It makes us suspicious. Makes us wonder.
Right.
why
You are
someone would do
suspicious.
that.
You guys are very suspicious.
Particularly when we have children in our parking
And you
lot.
guys are acting like you don't want somebody filming you, like you don't want the public to know what you're up to and what you're doing.
We don't know.
It's pretty suspicious.
Everything we do is public.
You don't have anything to hide, do you? No?
No.
All right.
We do have concerns about our children, though.
All right. Okay.
So, have we found it? Just
Is this
take a
done?
picture?
Am I
That's all
being
you-
detained or anything?
Are you what?
Am I being detained or anything?
No.
Okay, cool.
You've never been detained.
All right. Have a
You
nice
can
day.
go.
You guys are
Bye.
fine. Have a nice day. You're free to go.
So, you know, as we see more and more clips of this where we see someone recording from a public place, it's maybe a government building or, you know, an officer building, we know that they don't like it, right? They don't like being recorded and stuff. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with safety, right? But really at the end of the day, again, if that was the case, then there should be some driving action, maybe for some laws to be put in place. But as far as it goes, again, there's no law specifically stating that they can't be recorded, right, from a public place of property, basically. And that's kind of what the education here is all about for a lot of these officers, and that's what these guys are doing. So hopefully, you know, this captain and his co-officer here learned some things today.
I can't hear what you're saying.
We typically don't have paneling here. Our city police run a very, the handbill solicitation is very restrictive. I can call them out here to discuss it with you if you'd like me to.
So in this next clip, we've got a man holding a sign that just says, "God bless the homeless," right? He's in pretty much he's outside of it seems like the library, right? At least we hear that later on. And he gets approached. They don't want him there. They don't want him talking to people, which is questionable, you know? He's obviously just holding up a sign. He's outside of there, and he should be free to just kind of engage the way that he wants to or sees fit, but they don't think so. Have a look.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm the director. We typically don't have paneling
I
here.
can't hear what you're saying.
We typically don't have paneling here. Our city police run a very, the handbill solicitation is very restrictive. I can call them out here to discuss it with you if you'd like me to. You cannot block the aisle. You cannot make direct contact with anybody, and that's just for like political. I don't believe, and that's handbills. I don't believe that, you know, I mean, you're free to stand with the sign anyway.
God bless the homeless veterans.
But you may not interact with patrons.
Have a blessed day.
You too. All right. Why don't I just have them come out and explain it to you?
I can't talk to people?
No, you cannot. You cannot interact with them in any way. If they approach you, that you may, but the police have a very strict interpretation.
Hey, have a
and
blessed
that-
day.
That was really not tolerated.
God bless the homeless veterans.
So, I'm sorry, that's just their rules,
I'm just
okay?
gonna have to respectfully disagree with you. I'm gonna talk to people if I want to.
All right. I will let them come and explain. Thank
Okay.
you.
We have a different person with us today, so we'll assume you'd like to speak.
I'm good.
It's public comment time, we don't have a particular,
I'm fine.
okay, well, we'll enjoy having you stay with us.
Thank you.
Outside of 6 moment?
No.
No? Well, you're being trespassed. I need you to leave.
Am I being trespassed?
Yes, sir.
Why?
They don't want you here. You were begging for money. I need your ID first.
I'm not giving any ID.
Let it be your bag. All right, come with me.
Why am I being trespassing? Why?
Private interview, sir.
I don't have to give you ID. I'm leaving. You put this stuff on way too tight.
I gotta grab my other shit.
I'm not begging for money. I'm here to attend before a public meeting and say, God bless the homeless veterans. You told me to leave, I was leaving.
All right.
I don't have to give you ID if I'm leaving. No, sir, I do not. No, whatever. It's unlawful command. There's case law, Florida State,
All right.
Supreme Court case.
That's fine. Hey, mistakes happen. So you are not under arrest on this, but you are trespassed from this facility. If you want to attend any public forums, you are allowed to go to City Hall still and attend any public forums over there. It's just from the library you are trespassed. All right, you're free to grab all your belongings.
So yeah, you see how this one ends. It's kind of crazy that he does get put into handcuffs, right? And they trespass him from this area, this building, and they lead him out. But then you see at the end that Yeah, he's not under arrest. He wasn't being detained. You even hear whoever's explaining it to him, the officer is like, yeah, mistakes were made and can happen. So, they knew they were in the wrong here. But yeah, it's unfortunate because he was trespassed from that building, and clearly the guy was just holding up a sign that said, God bless the homeless.
I'm asking what you like.
This is your time right now.
I'm here for your entertainment. I'd like to entertain you more.
This is your.
You're here for our entertainment.
It seems that way, right?
It's entertaining, but I don't think you're here for our entertainment.
In our last clip here, we've got a man recording in a public accessible building, and he's dealing with not just one, but a few officers here who are clearly not happy. They're annoyed, right? Have a look, guys.
Can I help you?
Nah. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
My name's Doug.
How are you? Okay, well, hi. Say hi, Mom.
Want me to do a pose for you?
Sure.
You probably like that better, right?
Do whatever you want.
I'm asking what you like.
This is your time right now.
I'm here for your entertainment. I'd like to entertain you more.
This is your.
You're here for our entertainment?
It seems that way, right?
It's entertaining, but I don't think you're here for our entertainment.
Well, it seems like that's what he's playing around.
Are you a cop?
Would I be wrong in saying that?
Are you a cop?
Am I absolutely wrong?
What's your name and badge number?
He's just recording.
Okay. So you are here on for a reason. Okay.
I don't have to have a reason to be here.
Well, there's no loitering.
This is a public place. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Are you serious?
Why would we know it, sir?
This is a public place.
Okay.
So, not much to say about this, but other than that, those cops obviously were not happy. They're annoyed. Maybe they've dealt with this multiple times up to this point, and also the fact that they know they really can't do anything to this man recording in a public place. So, yeah, it's just, that's some entertainment for you guys. Thanks for watching till the end. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more crazy police encounters like these.